Hi, this is Andy from Bright speaking. Do you like reading? If I asked you how to read a book, you might say, just pick up a book and start reading. Is that easy? In the classical book, How to Read a Book, the author offers good, useful tips on how to improve reading skills, comprehensions, and speed. Reading skills need to be gradually built up. There is significant difference between experienced readers and beginners. Reading is like skiing. When we first learn how to ski, we learn each technique acts separately. Bend knees, look down the hills, keep back straight, etc. But it is hard to put all of them together when we actually ski. We must learn to forget the separate acts in order to perform all of them. In order to forget them as separate acts, we need to learn them as separate acts. Then we can put them into good use and become a good skier. That is the difference between an experienced skier and a beginner. Reading is the same. We learn each technique act separately, build vocabulary, note taking, reading speed, etc. After we have practiced these parts separately, we can put them together into smooth performance. Why we read? We read books for different purposes. There are three kinds of reading. One is to read for entertainment. It is fun to read Harry Potter books or Stephen King's novels. That kind of reading is for entertainment. The second kind to read is for information. We read newspapers, magazines, and some practical books to gain new information. Such things may increase our store of information, but they can't improve our understanding. The hardest one among all three, but the most rewarding one, is reading for understanding. We transform reading of a book into something life altering, something that causes us to question a lot of our deeply held ideas and beliefs. For example, the book Peak by Andres Erickson explains the importance of deliberate practice and how to practice deliberately in order to become an expert in your field. It changes our views on how talents contribute to people's success and how deliberate practice can help us achieve our goals. We read this book for the understanding of deliberate practice from the author's 30-year research experience. Based on the efforts and skills readers put into the reading, there are four levels of reading. Level 1 is elementary reading, where readers start to learn how to read and recognize words. This level of reading is mostly grammar and the ability to figure out the meaning of sentences. Level 2 is the inspectional reading, also called speed reading. That is what we learn in schools. It helps us get the big picture of a book without digging too much on the underlying pieces. The typical question asked on this level are, what is this book about? What is the structure of this book? Level 3 is analytical reading, also called thorough reading, which basically requires you literally tear down the book and analyze their underlying pieces in order to transform into your understanding, not simply for information or entertainment. Level 4 is the comparative reading, the most sophisticated reading. The readers read many books and construct an analysis of the subject through comparison among the books. For most readers, the level we want to be is in level 3 analytical reading, since it is more in depth reading compared to level 1 and level 2, but requires less time than level 4. How to become a level 3 reader? Author gives list of rules for analytical reading. Here are three major elements for analytical reading. 1. Classify the book. Know what kind of book we are reading. Is it a fiction or non-fiction book? Is it a practical or a theoretical book? The book title and the preface are important information to begin with. 2. Understand and interpret the book. Grasp the structure of the book. If we can identify the main ideas in each part of the book, we can assemble them together and reveal what this book is all about. Find key words and sentences in the book. Determine the author's message and their main arguments. 3. Criticize the book. This is the most important point for the analytical reading. A good reader does not stop with the work of understanding what a book says. It must be completed by the work of criticism, the work of judging. It is okay for authors to have different opinions with you. You should always be aware that a certain information in the book may be misleading or illogical. Reading a good book is a rewarding experience. As a famous English writer, Joseph Edison, said, "Reading is to the mind what exercise is to the body." It can teach us about the world and about ourselves. Hope you like our video. Please subscribe our YouTube channel. Thank you for watching. Bye!